Boom. It is day 8 of the Vlogmas 2020 and another day, December 8th, of the Thriving Artist Art Life Short. I'm going to continue the conversation that I started yesterday. The discussion, the theme. And where I left off yesterday was talking about building your portfolio to the level of the profession and industry that you wish to enter. And I hear this a lot too. Artists saying, I wonder if they'll, if I, no, what is it? How they say it? They say, I want to break into, breaking into. I want to break into comics. I want to break into animation. And it sound and these are people, I see them doing animation. I see them doing comics. Like, you're doing it now. What are you talking about? And I think in our mind, we feel that there's this barrier that until we get paid on a project that's on television and in theater, then until that day comes, we're not official. And if you're not official, then you're still trying to break into. What I like to say, and I'm saying this as your message today, is that if you're doing it, you're in it. If you're doing it, you are in it right now. You may not get paid that level that you want. You might not be working in the projects you want to work in, but you are doing it right now. There is no aspiring. This is another word I don't like. Breaking into and then aspiring. Like, we're aspiring designers. We're aspiring writers. You just write. You're writing right now. Maybe nobody's reading what you're writing. We need to solve that. That's something we need to solve. Maybe you don't have any fans for your comics. Well, we need to solve that. But the fact is that no one is stopping you from doing the thing that you want to do, that for your life, for your career, and there is no magical gate to come through. That's it. So to continue what I was saying yesterday, it goes into the portfolio and the body of work that you have. Besides understanding where does my art go, who are my clients, what industry is my art fit into, and what projects am I into, is that you build that portfolio right now with the kind of work you want to get paid later. And that may mean you're illustrating children's books right now. You're drawing and writing comic books right now. You are making animations right now. And you put them together, organize that project as if it was a professional project, and then have that in your portfolio. And so now when you're following these agents, these other artists and agencies and so on, and you're interacting with them on Twitter, they start paying attention to you because you're responding, because you're engaging. They might ask you, who are you? Or they might just click on, like me, like I do, like we all do, right? You click on the name, go to their page, look at their links, click on their portfolio and be like, okay, this person is a professional. I don't recognize any of these projects. They've never been on television, but they're just as good as the ones that are on television. So you got to do that thing you want to do. You got to do that thing right now. And you got to take ownership of that content, take ownership of that process, take ownership of that art, of that talent, and act like you belong, and act like, yes, this is the work that I want to get paid to do. And this becomes part of your portfolio, so that now as you're finding your footing in the industry, finding your footing in the posts on Facebook, you don't necessarily respond to an independent person talking about, hey, I need an illustrator for this project. I pay $10 per page. Because you don't respond to those, because you've identified what market your work goes in, what type of projects your art goes in, what kind of clients are there in those type of projects, and what do they pay? And what this post that you saw on Facebook says is that doesn't match that. And if it doesn't match that, then I'm not going to sit there and respond. I'm going to like it. I'm going to be like, hey, good luck. But my eyes are on that prize. So quick little story because I got time. Years ago, and I'm talking about, I think I was in the middle of shifting my focus from web design and graphic design to illustration, to the illustration. And I've had shifts in my career. So it's okay to change your mind. And so I have met some people. I knew this one guy. I still know him. I know a couple people who work at this company, and I didn't really know that. But here it is. I see on Facebook or somewhere that this company is asking for art submissions for it's an open call for artists to join their team. And I'm like, ooh, that's perfect. That's great. And I play video games and mobile games, but I'm not that hardcore of a gamer where I know all the games and I am spending lifetimes inside these games. And some of these games are like, I forget what they're called, and that's evident that I don't even spend that much time with that to know exactly role-playing games. And but some of these graphics, right, in these games are amazing, and that's what I admire, the art. And then some of their marketing and promotions, and you look at their artwork and like, whoa, that is insane talent. And so that's one of the companies that put out the call. So I'm like, okay, I need to go ahead and submit. And so I found their submission form, the website, their page. I started filling things out, and I said, okay, wait a minute. Let me go to LinkedIn and see if I know someone who works there. Maybe they can help me. And so I went to LinkedIn, I looked through the list, and I found some people that I knew. I didn't know that I knew them, right? I had met them years ago before. So here I am on LinkedIn looking at these people I know, and I hit them up. Hey, there's a call for art. Where you been? How you doing? There's a call for art with the company. I don't know if you're still there. And what kind of insight can you give me? And I was kind of low key trying to say, hey man, put my name, throw my name out there, say something. But you ask for help first. The proper way to ask for anything is to ask for help. Hey, what can you tell me? And then the guy's like, Dan, here is the link for the kind of artwork that they are looking for in portfolios. And he sent me a link, and it was full of this type of artwork. And it was all the artwork they had produced. It was like a Google Drive with just images. And I'm looking at it, and I say, hey, thanks. I appreciate all the help. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. Hope everything's well. So I'm looking at this long list of artwork, and I'm like, dang. My portfolio has to have this, and it ain't got it. It doesn't have it. So I don't know. Remember if I applied or not. But that let me know. And listening to Chris though, and for the last few years, all that looking at this portfolio and looking at my portfolio, let me know that I was falling short of my goal. I was falling short of where I want my art to go to. I falling short of where I'll see my artwork, who I want to pay me for my artwork. And what I've been doing for the last few years is just building and building and building that portfolio, building and building that portfolio. I'm posting on Instagram, posting on Twitter, and building that portfolio, and creating projects and creating books and creating coloring books and children's books and ABC books to the point where my talent cannot be denied. And my work will enter these areas and these arenas where people who have the money I want to get paid, have the level of money, and have the type of projects that I want to work in are going to say, you know what, let's call Dan. Let's get Dan in here. He got it. This is Delta Tango Mike, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. On YouTube, it is Art is King. And of course, check it out. Thriving Artist, Art Life Short, Vlogmas, Day 8. Peace.